Hello, Bonnie, first in the chat. Good to see you tonight. Laura, Stephanie. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Oh, boy, let's move that. That is really reflecting big time over there. Can you believe it? We're on day 3. Day 3 of the 12 days of Christmas. Still feels really bright over there to me, but don't know what we can do to change it. Oh, how am I doing? I am pooped. I did about 3+ hours of working at the booth today, so I'm a little tired tonight, but we're here nonetheless. This is the plan. My category this evening isn't a huge one, so I have a few little add-ons that we can do along with it tonight. So how is everybody else doing? Yeah, I mean, we only have what? Well, obviously it's like what? 13th, 12, 11 days, 11 shopping days left at the vendor mall. So, yeah, just cram some more stuff in over there. Yep. I'm glad I'm only down to one booth. Hi, Geneva. Good to see you. Yes, this time last year, we were getting ready to and downsizing Mom's booth. And by the last week, that week between Christmas and New Year's, we had gotten Mom's the second booth that we had put in for clearing Mom's house out, the glass booth. And we had packed it up, emptied enough out of my booth, gotten rid of enough bookshelves that we combined it all and made one mega booth out of everything. So, hi, Cindy. Good to see you tonight. Miss Kathy. We need to incorporate some trivia over here. I think that would be fun too. I do miss that. Yep. So lots less work. Considering we only have one booth this year, not having to have, the mental gymnastics of figuring out how to do all that stuff is not going on this year. But hey, there's Kristen. Good to see you. Jeff is in the chat. He's downstairs. He was trying to decide between, I don't know, the CU game, the Nuggets, something to watch down there. So, excuse me. I feel like the more I go work, the more I kind of just prolong this crud. But I can't just sit at home. I am well enough that I gotta go out and do some stuff. So, but then I feel like now that I'm like, oh, it's almost 4:00. I should probably head home. Between the traffic and the crazy people out there and it getting dark early, I would much rather be home and not have to worry about all that stuff in the evenings. So, other good thing we're counting down is what? How many days do we have till the shortest day of the year? Is that the 20th, the 21st this year, something like that? We'll be right on it near the end of our 12 days. So yeah. All right. I haven't looked it up. I thought about looking it up today and I didn't. I said that. Oh, there it is. Figured out what was so bright. It's my aunt light, that natural light one. So 21st. I know. So it'll be the 11th sale day for us. Yay! We'll be going back the other direction by the 12th. Hello, animal lover. Welcome in. So, and hi, Ma. How are you doing tonight? Hi, it's Becky of Vintagevikingtreasures. We are on our 3rd day of our 12 Days of Christmas live sales. I have chosen a category for you all tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. We are keeping open boxes throughout. I think I'm going to invoice after the 4th night. I think I'm going to do 4, 4, and 4, unless there's something that really needs attention more than that. It kind of spaces it out pretty good. And then the last invoice that will be coming out will be your shipping invoice. I have a growing pile of giveaways. So everybody who orders or makes a purchase throughout the 12 days will be getting a gift with their package. It's going to be a surprise for everyone this year. So it's just my way of giving back to everyone for thanking you for hanging out with us, all the subscriptions, the thumbs up, the chats, all that stuff. And everyone who makes a purchase will be in the drawing for the free shipping at the end of our 12 days as well. So tonight, Kristen is our mod. There she is, right down there in my chat. So how are we doing? Are we ready to roll? First of all, we have to open our next 2 days, day 5 and 6 of our gnome calendar, and see what we got. Yeah, well, it's like it's one of my favorite things to do is give presents, and I tried to do it a little differently than last year. Keeps it interesting, not doing it exactly the same direction. Well, we have a ginger gnome here with a turquoise and sequins hat. That's number 5. And they're in little bitty spots. They're about a 2 by 2 by 2 square, give or take a little bit. And they are crammed in there. What is this one? We had mostly sunshine today, which was nice. It just started picking up with the wind tonight on our way home. Oh, he's got a little like sweater motif hat in red, white, and green. So we'll just start off tonight with anybody is interested in a gnome ornament out of the Advent calendar. They are $2 each. These are the 2 new ones. And a reminder, we have a pastel pink stripe hat available. We have the fleece stripe hat available. Oh, goodness. Still raining? The little sweater. I need to double check this one. There's a name for this style of sweater, this print. It has to do with... I can't remember. And, of course, we have this little guy left from last night who was more of a fall orange pumpkin guy. Any of those choice available for $2. Trying to remember, is it lice? It's lice. That's what that pattern is made to resemble. If I'm not mistaken, I might have to look this up and get us a little bit of a backstory, a legend, history. All right, Miss Bonnie, you are in. We'll count you down and you can pick from any and all of our choices. I'm guessing it's going to be one of these 2 here, one of our new ones. That's my guess. And then once Bonnie has picked, if anybody that is new or hasn't seen these choices before can just shout out what they're interested in the chat. Oh, let's get enough lead to go here. Bonnie. She is going to take the blue hat. Yes, he's got the sparkles. You got it, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Well, let's not stick it on his beard. That might hurt after a little while. So if anybody else is interested in a gnome ornament, throw it in the chat. We are, on the 12 days, do a little bit faster version of claims. And helps us get things to go through and just to keep going. Be respectful of your time, my time, my mod's time, all of it. I feel like I'm already losing my voice. We have moved enough boxes, if you can believe it, that I have myself a little rolly table here behind me that is giving me some extra space for putting out items. displaying items. We put all those boxes of Scandi away tonight. We have more than enough space to start tonight. Are we ready to roll, Miss Kristen? I'm just going to spread this out a little bit. Give myself a little random ordering here. These are going to come out. All right. Boy, it doesn't look like much spreading it out like that. But, okay. I do have a, we're going to do some randomness and a few things that I have found as we have been organizing. And I had something that was canceled, so I'm going to bring it to you all quick because then anybody else who is interested in it has a chance at it. This is a Golden Book Santa's Toy Shop, $4 start. It does have somebody's name in it, to Amy, from somebody 1974 Christmas. And the copyright was 1950, but then I think it was republished. But it's got great graphics in it. Got all the little Nomi or pixie elf like looking graphics. All great condition. You could re-put a book plate on the front where that was written in. And let's see, there they are dancing around with the train. But great, great graphics. There's that traditional Santa and his sleigh. Does he have 8 reindeer? 7, 8. 8 it is. No Rudolph. So, excuse me. It really isn't too. I'll keep putting a little bit out at the booth probably next week just to make sure it's nice and full. But I don't know if there's really much point in putting much more Christmas out at this rate. But all right, book offering. And I have some mini salt and pepper shaker sets. I have 3 choices. They would be $4 start. The first choice is the little red truck with the tree in the bed. It has the 2 shakers, and then the barn coordinates with it with the 3. The barn has a wreath, the green door. They both have their stoppers. So we have barn and truck as an option. A Mr. and Mrs. Snowman. Well, I guess they're not necessarily Mr. and Mrs. Regardless, 2 different snowman. One has the cardinal and a black hat, and one has a red hat and scarf. Again, with the stoppers. And where are his shakers? Right there, right at the top of the top hat. And the third choice is a little gingerbread set. So let's find the front. Where's the front? Oh, there we go. It's a little house. And this one's one way, one's the other way. This one has the wreath and the candy cane. There's the shakers at the top, and there's this one at this top. Coordinating with the gingerbread. So, and they are all ceramics. So, $4 choice. I know I love looking at these and picking which ones I like to go together. So, yeah, salt and pepper shaker sets. $4 choice. I believe I have some for the mushrooms that will be for another mushroom pixie sale. Cindy is in at 4. All right, Miss Cindy. If you have been following along, I think I have done 3. I've almost lost track now. Kristen can help me be my brain. Have I done 3 pixie sales? I think I have. It's either 2 or 3. Boy, it's hard to remember. But I have been putting away stuff for the next one, which will probably be March-ish, somewhere in there. You thought it was 2? That's all of a sudden I went, wait, maybe it was just 2. Because I know they were about 3 months apart. Maybe June, September. So maybe that's it. Maybe it was 2. Last call for Cindy on the salt and pepper shakers. So even better, I have more stuff then I haven't dwindled it down as much. I think I'm going to be having a sale in the new year of my heart glass toothpick holders as well. She wants a gingerbread. You think too as well, Kathy? All right. Thank you, everybody. I mean, I was trying to just conjure that up the other day going, I don't recall. Because I saw I saw the thumbnail that I made that said part 2. And then I was thinking, well, did I have a part 3? I didn't remember if I created another one or not. So good thing I have you guys to keep me straight. So yeah, that one is going to take, I'm thinking February, end of January, February for at least to start. Since we're, close to Valentine's and all that fun stuff. I know exactly where they are, but it means that I have to get some of my other glass show stuff out of the way. We'll be starting in February with glass shows again too. So I know where I need to look for them. All right, I think this is our last of the random additions for tonight. This choice is for, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 choices. These are Junior Life magazines or little booklets, pamphlets. I think they're a magazine, like a little magazine style that has some comic books in them. Let's do a $2 start. Let me see if I can do them in order. That would be awesome. April, May. Perfect. All right. So we have April 9th, 1961. Has The Kite That Brought a Message is the major story in the issue. Like I said, there's a comic in there. These are full color graphics. They are approximately, where are we at? I'll go this way. I don't have to count. 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches. That's got more comics. Has the Junior Life Club, or you can, I don't know what we're checking off and trying to get there. We have a few people that are featured, such as Shirley Robinson from Westchester, Pennsylvania, and Carol Hershey from Richards Garber Air Force Base in Missouri. There's some quizzes in here, some more little, looks like there's some scripture references as well. Some more comics, and then a contest to, looks like it's some knock-knock jokes. Yep, knock-knock jokes. So basically the same kind of thing all the way through. I was wondering where they were made. There's a lot of, more than I realized in terms of scriptural references in some of the trivia and stuff like that. Oh, where is it edited? Standard Publishing Company, blah, blah, blah. We know the year. Printed in the USA, out of Cleveland, Ohio. It must be some sort of a religious organization. And I've not seen this one before. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just a like the nod to the life for kids. So here's the Dark Cupboard from April 16th, 1961. May 21st, 1961, The Missing Shortstop. May 28th, 1961, The Boy Who Helped Himself. June 4th, 1961, Trouble Aboard the Toga. July 2nd, 1961, The Star-Spangled Banner. And last but not least, July 9th, 1961, Recipe for Friendship. So if anyone is interested in any of those little publications, You let me know. And I totally spaced out the looking at the chat because I don't really take a hot one. Not yet, but I'm sure there will. Right. So part 3 of the Pixies, I think, will be after the Dagenhart. That's what I was getting to. It's like squirrel, shiny. I start talking about one thing and then I talked about the other and didn't come right back full circle to the first thing. Okie dokie. So the grand reveal, tonight's topic is, Mom called and said, so what are we doing tonight? And I said, I can't tell you. You have to find out with everybody else. That just wouldn't be fair. If I told you ahead of time. I have rocks this evening. A couple different styles. I have some carved ones. I have some little jars full of like the little gem or what do they call those little pieces? But like a little sample of what different kinds of rocks that there are. I know. She was trying to cheat. Heaven forbid. We know, we have to follow the rules around here, right, Laura? So we'll start out with, I have no idea, like any orders. Chips, there it is. I tell you, I'm tired. The words are just not coming out. So along those lines, I am probably not going to be able to give you a grand specific of what kind they are, but I can tell you what color they are and describe them to the best of my knowledge. So let me just open these guys up here so I can make sure that I can tell you what I have available. And because I don't want to be like, oh no, here's another one. There's only one of this first one available. This is the biggest carved one I have tonight, which means it is about an inch and 1 inch 3/4, 1 3/4 inch long by about 1 inch wide and about 1 inch tall. Oh, fun, Stephanie. He is a little frog, a black stone of some sort. I don't think it's onyx because it's got some other grain or little white flecks in it. This guy will be a start of $5. Just a little guy. Then I'm going to open these other ones quick while we're getting that up there. I know I even won whole words, brain. I even picked up a few more Pixies yesterday and thought, well, I still need to get them. I can't not pick up the Pixies. There we go. Oh, and that's the other thing I thought of. We should try these for what glows. Because there are lots of different kinds of rocks that fluoresce. Oh, that one has a little bit. I'm not seeing anything much with these guys. It's just reflecting something off of there. So, all right. We have Vintage Finds in on the frog stone. Carve. Wow. Counting it down, and yes. Hey, good evening. Good to see you. I know. Well, we know you didn't call to ask that, but right. I still can't tell you. It doesn't matter, even if it wasn't the only reason that you called to talk to me. That's right. Leave no pixie behind. I need that like on a sticker as well. So we are sold to Vintage Finds. Thank you so much. And I'm going to put him right back in a bag. Easy. And is that... Hey, Denise. Good to see you tonight. Look, I got rocks tonight. How are you? Okay. Should we go back and forth? Or just do all the animals? So I have the little chips, the rock chip jars. That'd be great for like a miniature shelf. And I have the stone carved animals. Do you want me to go back and forth? Do you want me to just stay on animals? I need somebody else to make the decisions tonight. We'll get these organized here. What do we? No, center link. We got her here. That one's a different one. Something different. Animals, you got it. All right, we'll do another animals next. The good thing about the little chips is that it tells me what they are. I don't have to guess about them. So that's nice. So this was out of an estate sale way out east of Colorado Springs. Let's do this one. I think this is a kind of jade. These little ones that start at $2 each. Hey, Melinda, animals as well. All right. I can't, I'm thinking it looks like a horse that's running. That's what I'm thinking. I have 2 available. It's just over an inch and a quarter, barely a 1/2 inch wide and 3/4 inches tall. Just itty bitty. It would have been great if these had been drilled for like a bead, but they were not. Oh, I was telling you. So there was from an estate that was way out east, and apparently the couple had hoped to open a store at some point. And I think the lady had passed away, and they had just been acquiring inventory. So like buying, not just like even like we're out thrifting and stuff like that, but she was buying wholesale stuff. She had hundreds of coffee mugs. And I mean, so it wasn't just a one or twosie of anything. It was like a whole gross of whatever it was. So I just picked a variety of different things from there. So, all right, we can count Bonnie down for the I'm guessing it's Jade. We'll call them Jade horses. And actually, somebody that Jeff and I both went to high school with runs that estate sale company. So sometimes he'll cut me a deal, and sometimes he's like, nope, that's the price. It's too bad. I'm like, oh man, really? But he really does give us he gives reasonable prices. So all right. So I'm working on organizing these as we go because I thought there were more that were similar. Okay, would you like 1 or 2, Miss Bonnie, of the ponies? Only 1. Okay. One is a smidge bigger than the other. Does it matter to you which one you get? Like, let's see if we can hold them this way. This one is just a little bit larger, just a smidge longer. You could let me know. I will pick that one for you. If not, we can trade it for the other one. If anyone else is interested in a pony, yep, I picked the right one. Just put pony in the chat. Okay. This is a $4 start. Okay, to think of what this is called. White. It's like a whale. Is it white? It's not white onyx. What is this? I don't know what this one's called, but it's a $4 start. He's a little whale. It's got that great gray veining throughout it. He is 2 inches long, about an inch wide, and 3/4 inches tall. Mom or Denise will be able to tell us probably what he's made out of. I really should know more of these. We will just chalk it up to my brain is just not caught up to the rest of my functioning yet. Wow. Okay. We're getting there. Getting these all sorted. I don't think it's marble. They do a lot of the carvings like this in probably out of Mexico. But it's interesting because he's got a flat surface just on his face. Jasper, maybe. Jonah, I know, right, Stephanie? Very true. He might be able to. You are correct. I know I saw another one of that one. There's that one. That one's got it. So I'm trying not to. There we go. Oh, we're so close. All right, we'll finish up the last of these. So if anyone is interested in the whale, we'll put him aside. I have a choice on hippopotami. I have two of them. One is more of a green and pink stone, carved with his mouth open. So $3 choice. I'm thinking it might be quartz, but quartz is usually a little more transparent. But he is 1 inch tall, 1.5 inches long, and about a 1/2 inch wide. And the other hippopotamus has grays and like red stone. Now, this one, the green and pink one, has some sort of a vein right through the middle. Let me see it. I don't know if it's going to show up for us. At first, I was wondering if it was, sometimes the glue shows up, but it's not glue, like he hasn't been broken and put back together. But yeah, you kind of see that vein right between his legs, down his middle, and over his back right here. Not something spectacular for a blacklight case, but just a little bit. So we have the pink and green, or the red and gray. And this guy is just a little bit smaller. So he's just under 1 inch tall, 1.5 inches wide, and just under, it's the length that is, he's just a nose shorter than the green one. So we got Laura in at 3. Thank you, Laura. Hippo. See, you can do that song now. All you want for Christmas. Oh, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. One of those songs. I will not be singing it, though. Orton, you got it. Last call. I'll have a bag to put them in. She's wants the gray with the red. This one. Thank you, Laura. Anyone else? Put green hippo in the chat. Green, pink hippo. Any of those words will work. All right. I have a turtle. Browns. A little bit the orangey brown on the one side to the gray brown on the other side. $3 start. He is 1 inch wide, a little over 1.5 inches long, and he is just about 3/4 inches tall. There's the bottom side. And there he is. Now we can turn him. Ooh, wow. That looks really out of focus to me, but well, got it. Mom was in at 3. Lou is in at 4. This is the larger of the turtles that I have available. I do have a couple other ones, but this is the only one I have in this colorway and this size. So, does it help? I think it's always kind of, right, Laura? That and the fox lately. All right, black. I don't think that one has one. Mom is out. All right. So we're going to call this the brown turtle. Counting it down. And put them in this little baggie. Makes it easier for all the sticky notes to stay together when they're in the bags. Thank you so much, Lou. Thanks, Mom. All right, we'll do this choice next. This is a beige with some black, dark gray veining. They're basically the same size turtle. This will be a $2 start. They're a little bit smaller. So this one is much more of just that beige color with a little bit on the one side of the black or the dark veining. And then the other one has the veining straight across the top and around and under and all through everywhere. Now these are they're just over 1.25 inches long with his nose. Barely, oh, now sit still, little turtle. Just over 1/2 inch tall, and the other direction, about 3/4 inches wide this way. So this one is a choice. Yeah, I knew I needed to pick up the turtles. So I have a little tail carved out. These almost could have gone in another category that we'll have later on in the week. Oh, they would have been fun for earrings too. You might be able to, depending on, it's a pretty flat surface right here. You might be able to put a small bail there to do like on either side, by his tail or on one side of the shell. And you could have turtle earrings. Is it totally not focusing when I come back? It just looks really fuzzy to me. I can't tell if it's just me, my end of the camera, or what it is. I'm going to check on when I have the chat on, I'm going to change the quality and see if it is, if it does anything. I'm fine. Okay. All right. Turtles, we're passing on. Okay. Let's do a choice of a couple more jade ones. I have a little bear and a bunny rabbit. These will be $2 start as well. A little over 1 inch long, 1/2 inch wide, and about 3/4 inches tall for both of them. So both a bunny or a bear on the choice. Like so. Same with these. I suppose you could, on some of these flat surfaces, you could put a bail on it and make a pendant out of it for a necklace. They probably wouldn't sit exactly flat, depending on which critter it was. But we have Stephanie in it too. Thank you so much. Right there. So we have jade. And uh-oh. Is it still bad on the lag? I know that there's a lag on just from my phone to my laptop. Like I can't barely get it to catch up sometimes. It always wants to pause instead of catch up. So last call. So this will be the bear or the bunny or both. Oh, okay. It could just be because there's so much going on right now on the internet altogether. I mean, good grief. It seems to be exponentially more going on all the platforms this year. The bunny, you got it. Anybody else wants the bear? Throw it in the chat. And Stephanie, $2 on a bunny rabbit. Okay. Next, I have an elephant. Browns. It's quite detailed little carving for how big he is. You'll take the bear, Miss Bonnie? You got it. I'll get you. The elephant will be a $3 start. He is 1.5 inches long, 3/4 inches deep, and he is a little over 1 inch tall. His trunk up, good luck, makes him a little over 1 inch tall. He's got some gray striations through the brown, and he's this big. So we got Bonnie. $2 for the bear, thank you. I'll go here. The solar, oh, well. Yeah, see, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I don't listen to the weather. Hey, Miss Melinda. You're in at 3 on the elephant. I open up the front door in the morning and go, look at that. There's sunshine. Or, is it warm enough for me to wear these shoes today? And go, well, which coat do I need? I just don't listen to any of it. So last call with Miss Melinda on the elephant. That's how it was on Monday. I was like, oh, it did snow. It wasn't supposed to snow this much, but it did. So elephant 3, we have Melinda counting down. And get him a little baggie. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know, Kathy. Thank you. Melinda's close to Alabama territory, so it's roll tide regardless what it means. So, right? Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. That is good to know. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we dropped ours off and just left the state and hoped for the best. We're like, we're out of here. No worries. Doesn't matter. We're done. That's funny. Thank you, Melinda. All right. I know. I saw people out in flip-flops today. I was like, I think it's a little too chilly for that. Except while I was working in my booth, I'll take off my sweater so I have my tank underneath. And if it gets too hot in my little corner of the world, I take off my socks and have my toes hanging out. But that's about all I can do in the winter months. Last choice on the green jade critters, I have a frog. But I always have, an extra pair of socks in my car. I have an extra jacket in my car and a turtle. These guys are 1 inch, little over 1 inch long, that 3/4 inches wide, and they're a little bit shallower. This one is barely 1/2 inch tall, and the turtle's a little bit taller than that, maybe 5/8, because his head's sticking up a little bit. So stuck at 18 degrees. Well, that is my biggest thing right now is we are just getting ready to start entering winter around here. Speaking of the shortest day of the year. And our snow season is usually February and March. So you just never know what we're going to get coming up. So, all right. Did we have... Oh, sorry. $2. Same as the other little jade one. Sorry. Kristen needs to yell at me somehow. So we got Stephanie in. I was like, the other ones were too. You're supposed to read my mind. So we have the frog or the turtle. in this round as a choice. I'm like making I feel like I'm a dancer, making funny fingers. And I guess we can count that down for Stephanie. She can let us know which one she likes. Well, she's all the way at the end, and she's like, I don't want to untype this to have to retype it. So I'm trying to, I know what she's saying in her head. That I do know. She is hold out long enough to hopefully hear me say a price so she doesn't have to undo anything. She's taken both. 2 times the money. Thank you so much, Stephanie. All right, I'm going to grab another little baggie. We'll just pull out the whole thing. There we go. All right. So just to recap the ones we have left, I had a hippo in greens and pinks, or a green and pink stone. He was 3. I have 1 green, I think jade pony left. That was 2. I have the white whale. He was, I'm going to say 4. And I had 2 turtles, choice of $3 a piece left. So, exactly. That's why I was like, she's just holding out hope that she doesn't have to retype it. So. I know, it's been a long week and a fast week because since I didn't have a sale on Tuesday, I was like, Wednesday being my first sale day, I was like, oh, well, that went fast. So, all right. I think we are on to our little chips in a bottle that are great for a miniature shelf. You'll take the last 2 turtles. You got it, Ma. I think these are going to be a $2 start. And then I'll tell you how many, because some of them I have multiples of, and some a couple I only have 1 of each. So we're going to go Mom, 2 times 2 on the turtles. You got it, Mom. Ooh, throwing sticky notes everywhere. Okay. Oh, that was Melinda. You know, Melinda, Mom. It's not a bad thing to be done quicker tonight than normal. I think I was just expecting Mom to get them. Saw that M. Automatic pilot. Oh, goodness. They're like, Becky is losing it. Okay, am I all caught up? Oh, I might have to clean my lens for tomorrow. It's an M, automatic. Doesn't matter. Okay, $2 choice. These are all, they're the little bottles that are, with their corks are about just under 2 inches tall. So they're basically 1 3/4 inches tall. They're about 1 inch wide, and they're like 7/8 across, like this. So this is I have 1 available of the amethyst chips. We'll just go stone by stone. So, oh, there we go. There we can see them without the glare. You guys like the same kind of stuff. It's very true. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I would think that also this would almost be the size where you could wire it, make it into a pendant if you wanted to. I like having a few little danglies from my rearview mirror. That's about the right size. You could wire it or put a string or something like that on these as well. Or, ornaments. Come on, you got all sorts of different creative things you could do with these. So, all right. So Laura was first. Melinda, not Mom. And then Laura is out. Got it. So this is the amethyst. And I'm very certain I will not spell this one right. Why I can't spell amethyst? I do not know. It's one of those colors in glass, too. These are the bottles. Got it. All right, last call. Is anyone still looking for some of those, like the flower frogs, like the metal ones, for I don't know, putting ephemera in or using them actually for a flower arrangement? I came across a few of those too as we were doing some organizing. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Laura. Okay, next choice. I have two available. Tiger eye. I mean, if we didn't have these labeled, I wouldn't be able. This I could tell you. I know what tiger eye is. That one's easy. Two available. See if we can get it without the glare. Tiger eye is great to see all those little striations, kind of like the sapphire optical with the light on it. Stars. It stars when the light is on it. Yeah. And I suppose if you had other creative purposes, you could uncork these and take out the little chips and make all different kinds of jewelry or use them for crafts or anything like that. I think that the majority of it, for what these were created for, was to kind of have a little sample of what the different gems, stones look like. So tiger eye. Bottles. We have this one at 2. Laura is in. Last call. And when it is sold, you'll have to let me know if you'd like 1 or 2, please. You got it. Sold. Laura's on it. 1 for Laura. So if anybody else wants one, you can put tiger eye in the chat. And put that to the side. Next choice. Oh, hey, that one is a duplicate. There we go. I have 2 available. Oh, one's backwards. There we go. Garnet, my birthstone. You can see up at the top here where the light's coming through, you can see that dark ruby burgundy color of these stones. These are all polished too. How much do these weigh? Just for grins and giggles. I'll move everything aside. We're going to turn it on first. All right. You can have that, Melinda. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, it's in grams. Let's go to the right measurements. There we go. So the bottle and everything is 0.8 ounces. I don't know if that tells us much without, say, unloading an entire bottle, so we know how much the little jar weighs. But, okay, I got this one labeled. Thank you, Melinda. Laura will take 1 of the garnets. You got it, Laura. Thank you. So 1 is then up for grabs as well. I want to put it on your sticker. Got it. All right. Looks like they could go on a spoon rest with the tops. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. I bet you they would go on a spoon rack. They're not that deep. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a type cut tray with other miniatures. One available. Rose quartz. And these are quite pink, in my opinion. There we go. Gives you a little bit better color. Rose quartz. And a few of them have like the stoppers. This one is almost flush with the top. You know, a couple of them stick out a little bit more like that, but it's all, they're all staying in there. They're not going anywhere. Stephanie is in it too on the rose quartz. You got it. Your great niece, grand niece always wants the cool rocks. That's fun though. It'd be a great little gift because it's educational as well. Mom would love that because then they get to learn all about them at the same time. Yeah, I like the pink one too. Stephanie is in it too on the rose quartz. Last call. You could make like a little identification kit almost. Where you can look at all the different colors and everything. All right, next up. Oh, I haven't seen the sold yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like there's about 14, 15 different varieties altogether. Okay. 2 available. Smoky topaz. We can get it without the glare. There we go. Not as much of the topaz comes in so many different colors. Oh, the glares. Something else on this one. There it is. There it is. Much more of the browns, thus the smoky topaz. 2 available. Okay. We have Laura in smoky topaz. Yep. So how many different colors of topaz is there, Mom? Because for November, isn't it more of a yellow or an ambery color? No, there's a blue topaz, right? It's just right up Mom's alley, guys. You know, she loves all the rocks and minerals and everything. That's part of one of her favorite units from teaching. So last call on the smoky topaz. One or two, Miss Laura. The yellowish amber, yeah. 1, please. You got it. Yeah, Mom likes the blue. Oh, speaking of which, here's the blue topaz. I have 3 of these available. And an additional sticker on this jar to tell us where these came from. These were out of India. I think I had a few of these that fell off. I think that they all had one of those stickers at one point, but those fell off. So the blue topaz, here we go. It's kind of a sky blue, a little darker than baby blue color on these chips. And like I said, I have 3 available in the blue color. And I'm going to double check. I saw somebody else wanted the other garnet. Bonnie wanted the other garlic. You got it. My birthstone. I've never been a big red person, though. You know, I know your birthstones, you don't get to pick them. But, so, there we go. Got them all so you can see them. All right, what do we got here on the blue topaz? We have Bonnie and Laura and Mom. So I guess the point would be is if you want more than one, Bonnie, Laura, Mom. We have 3 people in. If everybody just wants one, we'll just let everybody who claimed one get one. I don't know if I've seen a pink garnet, Kathy. It's usually, the garnet I see is usually that really dark ruby color. So Kristen, help me out. I want to make sure that I'm reading it that way. Oh, we have 4 people in it too? Okay. All right. That's the question then. So whoever came in 4th needs to tell us if they want to be in for 3. We had Laura, Bonnie, Mom, Stephanie. So Stephanie is the one that needs to let us know if she wants to be in 3 or she would like to pass. Either way, I only have 3. This is I have one other color that have 3 of. Okay, Stephanie. All right. Thank you. So blue topaz. So we had, make sure I got it in right. So Laura, Mom, and Bonnie. Okay. I think I got it. Everybody gets one. Who came in first? Laura? Laura, I'm going to give you the one that's got the little sticker that says made in India on it. If I have any of those other ones I can include for anybody, I will. I think I saw a couple of them in the bottom of the box. Otherwise. So that's basically how we'll do when we get to the Wades, which I'm not going to tell you which night it is, but that's basically how we'll do that too. If we have multiple people claiming something and I only have a certain number, that's kind of how we'll do that one as well. So, all right. Wonderful. Thank you. 2 available. $2 start. These are Moonstone. I want to say, I don't have that light on. There we go. Let's see. They're more opaque. And I'm not seeing like any much opalescence or anything like that. It's just basically a white looking stone. Okay, thank you, Laura. I have 2 of those available. Nope, turn. Nope, that's the wrong one. Backwards is getting me. There it is. All right, Moonstone. I put Moom. Moon. Is it on full moon tonight? Or was that last night? I thought I saw, maybe it was coming home tonight. That looks pretty full out there to me. Maybe that's my problem. Last call. Well, we should be getting close. Well, it wouldn't be until, is the full moon the same as the winter equinox? That's not till the 20th. Thank you, Laura. These are all the things I wonder about when I'm driving, when I can't, Google anything, generally speaking. All right, Bonnie, you got it. Okay. Oh, that one is not the same. That one's not that one. Make sure I didn't mix anybody up here. This is a single. I'm going to see if I can pronounce it right. Is it carnelian? Looks kind of like an orange or a dark amber. One available. And I'm guessing Mom will correct me if I said it wrong. Carnelian is my guess of the pronunciation on that one. Oh, look at that. One of the stones mentioned in the Bible. Laura is in. Excuse me. Full moon's tomorrow night. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kristen. See, I am getting a few things right tonight. I can't remember, chips or whatever, but I can figure out how to pronounce it and know that there's a full moon. You just never know what kind of trivia is coming out here. All right, we got you down. Last call. I know. Oh, goodness. I have a long list of things I want to accomplish, and I am, just the random, along with like the random everyday finishing up, a grocery store thing here and there, but then you're like, I don't know if I can get all this stuff done and restock the booth and everything like that. I don't know. Did I say we had one last night? I'll tell you what's left when we get to the end. 2 available, red jasper. And I think this is a very dark. It almost reminds me of the red sandstone that we have a lot of here in Colorado. That's the kind of colorway that I'm seeing. I was totally going down another path there. In my brain thinking, there's all these things I want to do, and then the days keep getting shorter, and I feel like I need to, and we have all the days left of the 12 days of Christmas, and not that I can't get my errands done before 8 p.m., but I don't like, say, screeching in the door at 7:45 to come on for you guys. I like to be able to sit still for a few minutes ahead of time and be able to gather myself a little bit, which didn't happen tonight, apparently. So, all right. Red jasper. Lots of colors of jasper yep. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Laura seems to be the one jumping on these things, so we'll go on to the next one. This one says Blackstone, 2 available. Green, oh yeah, that's a pretty color stone. Black stone, which ironically basically looks like a black rock. I'm not sure if that's a technical term for a specific kind of rock or if we're just calling that a general term. I guess that would be the question. So black stone, 2 available. Well, we are fortunate and we get to see the red sandstone formations all up and down the Front Range, all the way, down, all up and down the Front Range. So we got Laura in it too. And I'm guessing we just want one again, Laura. Let's use this one. Last call. Yeah. Mom's the one that is like always like, oh, can we pull over and pick up a rock on the side of the road? Sometimes it happens, and the majority of the time it doesn't anymore. Ooh, lava rock from Mount Lassen? Oh, cool. You got it, Laura. Oh, I know we got bags of Mount St. Helens ash when that went off. 2 available. Iolite. I'm not quite sure what color this is. It's very dark. It's very similar. Here's the black stone. Not much difference. It's a little more gray, little more white to it. Iolite. I just thought it was clever how these were packaged and labeled. Pretty soon we'll have a what do they call that? Like a friendship letter where everybody like sends each other rocks from different areas of the country to each other. Right? We have a couple volcanic cones around here. It's usually a medium blue, huh? Well, maybe it's just so dark. With it being oh yeah, totally. Okay, let me see if I can blind myself for you all and get you more of a look at this. I'm gonna turn it here. I don't know if I can get this to turn the way I want it to turn. It doesn't have a long enough cord. It looks very dark blue. Mom is correct. Like a navy blue under a light. So, all right. So, what am I writing down? Highlight. Laura and Mom. All right. You got it. Thank you. Okay, we got 3 choices left. I have 2 available. This is a citrine, very bright yellow. I'm going to put the white behind it so you can see how bright that looks. A little bit more true to color. 2 bottles available again. Oh, that's where all the stickers were on the bottom that way. From India. Laura is in on the citrine. Oh, the snow. Oh, my goodness. I am ready to be done with snow already. I don't think it's going to be a fast snow season around here, though. All right, we got one for you, Miss Laura. Perfect. Oh, I bet you some of the ski places around here should have been, I think some opened in October. Next choice, 2 available. Bloodstone. And Mom might be able to help us out with it. It's a more of a green, a dark green color. There we go. 2 available. Oh, wow. I think they're talking here that whoever's watched the news in my area, they're talking about already being close to our snowpack for the season, and we haven't even hit winter yet. So this one is the Bloodstone in the dark green color chips. There we go. And the last choice is Adventurine. 2 available. And it reminds me of a little bit more of an emerald kind of green colorway. It definitely will be. A couple years back, we had so much snow, and or maybe it was this spring. I don't know, runs together. It must have been this spring because it was like flooding up in the mountains when all that stuff was melting off. Laura is in for the Adventurine. Two available. You got it, Laura. Thank you so much. Okay. So, quick recap, just in case anybody missed any of these that really wanted one. Throw the word in the chat if you want it. Smoky Quartz, 1 available. Moonstone, 1 available. Red Jasper, 2 available. Blackstone, 1 available. Yeah, that'll be fun, Laura. Citrine, 1 available. Bloodstone, 2 available. And of course, the last one we just did, which was the Adventurine, 1 available. You need some, like a little, those little pocket guides of the rocks. What's that name of that company, Ma, that does all those field guides of all the flowers and rocks and animals and everything? Birds. That's what you need to put in with something like this. Oh, perfect, Laura. All right. I have a few other random things to go along with the rocks. And of course, we did those. I showed you what was left of the stone animals. Now, these little guys will be $1 each. I think these are shell, but I'm not sure. They're cut shape. So this is a little heart. I have 5 available, $1 choice. I believe they are shell because of like some of the iridescence that I'm seeing in the light. I don't know if I'll be able to get that to come across, but they are a nice flat heart shape. They are just over that 1-inch size. And I have 5 of them. Oh, this one's got a lot of color. There we go. You can see it. Like mother of pearl almost, I think. So 5 of those available. Stephanie needs one of those. You got it. I know, they're kind of fun. These would make great pendants as well. Nice flat surface on the back. You could put a bail on it. Or even earrings. They're really not that heavy. They'd be really cute earrings. Okay. So we have a heart for Stephanie. And she would like to take all 5. Did we count you down? Oh, we got last call in. Hurry, hurry, she said. Do it. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Stephanie. And the other shape I have is this little star. So it's a little bit smaller, probably more on the 7/8 inch or under. I have 5 of those as well. They're just a little bit smaller. This one has, when they cut this one out, it like missed a little point on this one. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here, do that. All the hearts, you got it, Stephanie. So these are the stars. Let me see if I can show you that shimmer again too. So some of these aren't, like, they don't have really, turn. Because they're trying to do that point, they kind of have just a flat angle there instead of a point, because probably because of how they came out, in terms of it's just too brittle for it to go to that complete point on that. So there we go. You can see that one pretty good. All right, I have 5. Ooh, 5 stars available. Last call. Put those in a bag. I don't think anyone else was in, Stephanie. I think it was just you up there. Yeah, I was thinking Mother of Pearl show. Yeah. That was my first guess. Thanks, Ma. And you got it. Okay. Cool beans. Now, I have no idea. If you guys want me to do these ones individually, I can do that. I have some random rocks. They came in, well, those are just little itty bitty ones. That are these rocks? See, sometimes I can't tell the difference between rocks and glass. I would start any choice on these. This is just, I mean, this is my mother in my head when I'm looking at, well, it's just a little bag of rocks. That would go really good for your rock night on the 12 days of Christmas. This one is like a yellow ivory, almost translucent, but it's looking more yellow on the screen. I would do any of these at $1 start, because I cannot identify them for you. This one's more of a little minty aquamarine kind of color. Oh, wonderful. This one is a clear, maybe quartz, or I don't know. There's so many different ones that have clear. And I mean, that one's got some striations in it. And then I have a little pinkish one that's got a couple flat sides. So anyone interested in, or I do the whole bag full for $5. That gets you 5 little tiny pieces and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different stones. Just in case you need some random rocks. What else is really fun for me is to be able to put them out at my booth, because I mean, they like the kids like the cars and everything. I don't know, Kim. $3.95 does not. Oh, this one does a little bit. Let's see what this does. Okay, this is a $3.65. So you're saying what looks green, and to me it looks like blue mouthwash. But this is the $3.95. It doesn't with the regular one, which is what the black light cabinets use. But had to get them and bring them regardless. Oh, maybe. It could be. All right. I have a slab. This one looks like they did like a slice, like an agate slice. And I meant to clean off more of the sticker. I didn't realize there was so much left on it. Let's do a $7 start. Could be came in pink. Oh, yeah. So this is a slab, a slice, so it's cut on both sides. It is approximately 3/4 inch thick, and it has been hand painted with the lighthouse, birds, and the little waves there. Now on the back, so I have some stickers to take off, but like right here, it doesn't feel like it's got a chip. And like this doesn't feel like it's a chip, but I think it's either underneath the surface. Oh, you can see the saw blade marks too. But this is the back where the stickers were. And it would, does it stand up? Nope. You'd have to have some sort of a stand for it. So I'm saying blues, grays. It is approximately 6 inches long and about 3.5 inches tall, and that 3/4 inch thick. So here's that natural edge that was left on the stone. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see that light behind it. Yeah, if you had a bright enough light behind it, kind of like a votive or something, a candle, maybe a nightlight, you could probably light this up, being a lighthouse and everything. So it is heavier, which means, since it's a thick slice, it is 13.5 ounces. Let's see if we can get this to turn around. I love turning this one around because it's the natural light. Let's see. Oh, no. We're going to blind everybody. So you can kind of see some of the gray striations through the middle of it. Those natural light are great when you're trying to do work at the desk, but blinding at night. All right, Mom is out. Last call. Melinda likes the lighthouses also. Speaking of, did you guys get your packages? I sent out a whole bunch of packages last Friday and or Monday. So I'm hoping that the Postal Service hasn't been too slow. All right. Thank you so much. I'll take care of the back of that for you. And okay, I realized I asked a question about these, and I don't know if I saw any responses. These are the kind of frogs I was wondering about. I found a few of them. When I was out, when we were in Nashville in Alabama, these things at the stores are running like $18 to $25 a piece now. So I didn't know if anybody was still looking for any of those flower frogs or not. So yes, you got. I am. Oh, good, Laura. Wonderful. I was trying to remember what question I asked. All right, this is the last rock piece I have for the night. If anyone is interested in a recap or revisiting anything, I'm going to keep this out so we don't drop it. They used to have these out. I'll do that next, Miss Deborah. I can let you know what that is. So Rock Decor. This was made by a company called Roca Roba. They used to have these at the craft fairs around here. So it's a slice. This one kind of looks like granite, and I'm not sure what it is. I'll catch up with that one. Thank you, Laura. Looked up staying in. Oh, bummer, Melinda. And it has a reservoir attached. It's got a silicone seal. It has a wick. So it is an oil light. Here is the oil that is, let's see, clean fuel for lamp oil that it comes with. And it has directions for how to fill it and everything. So this would be a $15 start. And the rock itself, the slice, is approximately 5 by 5, give or take. And then with the reservoir underneath it, it makes it just about 1.5 inches tall. The slice itself is about a 1/2 inch thick. And you can kind of see some of the different, oh my goodness, it's nice and shiny. Some of the different, there's a little more quartz right there. They left a raw edge around the outside. And this is the reservoir for the oil. They drilled a hole through here. So it's got the little glass holder. Let's use that word. And then the wick. And it goes down in there. And then you fill it up with the, well, you fill it up with the oil. Then you put in the wick. And it tells you how to do all the things in the instructions here. So then you can have a light burning out of the top of the rock. I bet you this would be great if something like that for like citronelle to keep the bugs away. That would be great, like out on a patio. This feels like it's got a silicone seal to keep the oil in there nicely so it won't leak. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It looks like granite to me. That would be my guess. So this is my last rock offering for the evening. Comes in a fancy Ziploc baggie currently to keep all the pieces together. I mean, I will do better, but that is the choice. Ooh, ouch. What was that? Can't imagine there was something pokey in there. That was strange. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it. Okay, so we went through all the little jars of the chips of rocks. I have 3 animals left. And let's see. You had a large one. Yeah, I've seen them with a couple different sizes. And I believe I've seen the slate ones as well. I would think the slate ones would be, you wouldn't want to, yeah, they'd be a little more fragile. Yeah, that would be a bummer. Okay, so for grand finale, because they're heavy like rocks, I have some of the frogs. You guys get first dibs. That's what happens. I have 2 that are 3 inches. Oh, that they're all about, I have 3 that are about 3 inches round. Like this. I would start them at $12. I have this one that's got green, some green paint on it. I don't usually do much to these because they are pokey. These are sharp. You could probably dunk them in water. This one is a smidge smaller. Like that. And this one is the same size. They are very heavy. I don't know. I would say lead. It can't be lead. Hot metal of some sort? All right. That's what happens. Accidents happen. Unfortunately. These are about 12 ounces. Hello, Maritza. How are you doing tonight? And then the last one I have in that same shape and size has a little bit of floral foam and looks like the bottom of a little, like the flask that holds water for like a single stem or something. I don't want to pick into that because these are so sharp. I don't want to get it I want to get poked by it. What does this say? It says made in Taiwan. The 2 companies. So I have 3 of those available that are round to start at $12 each. All right. And then I have 2 other shapes after that I can show you. So Deborah is in at 12. These are heavy. So they're very, very similar, and they're all right under around that 3-inch round. This one is just a smidge, I would say, I don't know what, just like 1/8 of an inch smaller, not by much. So, all right, counting them down for Miss Deborah. I got these in Wisconsin, the majority of them in Wisconsin. I had them up at the front of the desk, paying for them and everything, and somebody goes, "Hey, where did those flower frogs go that were in the back?" I was like, I'm paying for them. Sorry. You know, you snooze, you lose. So of the round ones, last call. I would say this one has the most density of the pins versus like this one. You can see a little bit more space between them. And you can kind of maybe tell me what you would like. I mean, this one has the foam in it. This one is the pins that are really close together. Let's see. Can we discern a difference between these two? This one is about the same, but it's a black base. And this one is a little tiny bit 1/8 inch smaller. Or you can say all if you'd like. Your choice. I'll be happy to move them away from my tape dispenser, where occasionally my finger, when I go to get tape, and I catch it on one of these frogs. So round. Speaking of which, just like that, they'll reach out and bite you. The one with the close pins. You got it. That would be this one. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Anybody else? Can put it in the chat. This one is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. It is a rectangle shaped one. Same back. I think these are brass on this one. You can kind of see that gold color tone. So that one is a rectangle. This one would be a $12 start also. And then I have one last one that would be a little bit higher start. But I only have one rectangle, and it is 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And they're about 7/8 inch tall, like so. And this one I would need to start a little bit higher because I have not seen, I usually see the rounds and the squares. Even the little tiny, like 1-inch ones, I've been seeing at $12 to $15. I don't know if they're getting harder to find or what. This last choice, I would need to start at 25. It is an oval, and the frog itself is inside the metal bowl. It's got a little bit of a fluted edge to it. The oval is approximately 5 inches by 3 inches and stands about 1.5 inches tall. So I haven't seen many this shape. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the the kind of things that they were selling in their booths, like using them to stand ephemera and different signs and stuff in. But I can't barely find them for These were the last of the ones I got that were a decent price to bring to you guys. So, but like I said, this one is a different shape than I've ever seen out there. And this one is probably over a pound. This oval, yeah, it's a pound and 6 ounces. So, and it is all one piece. So there we go. Those are the choices. These may go into my Pixie sale because I know a lot of people like to put different cards and stand-up stuff like that. That's where these might end up. So you'll be like, oh, I remember when we had those as an option one night. Get them off the top of my table here too. Jason needs to be watching out for these too, Kristen. They're good stuff. They're heavy. All right. So unless there's anything anybody would like to see again, I have a few of the jars left, 3 animals left, the 1 Santa book, and the 2 sets of mini shakers, and I think, oh, and the oil lamp. So I think we're going to call it a night. It's a little early tonight. I knew it would be a little bit shorter. Oh, you're going to take the oval? You got it, Deborah. I will write you down for that. And yes, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Oval frog at 25. Watch Deborah win the free shipping now that we've added 2 pounds of frogs to her box. You never know. You have a good chance now. So thank you everyone for joining me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Miss Kristen. Can you remind me? I need to remember. By the time we get to the end of the 12 days, I'll start looking up to see who's coming next. I think it goes back. Does it go back to Kim tomorrow night? Right. Oh, you don't even find the glass ones? Wow. Yeah, I pick those up occasionally too. These ones with for the candle in the middle, I find those because I have the dish that they go in. So every time I find one of these, I bring them home so I can try and match them up with the glass bowl. So Kim is Saturday and Sunday. Awesome. Wonderful. So, all right. Everybody have a great Saturday. Enjoy your day and hope to see you all back tomorrow night for day 4. Thank you so much for coming tonight. And we'll see you next time. See you soon. Good night.